There's no doubt we've seen a lot of impressive anti-tank missiles in the history of the world's artillery. However, the German RGW90 anti-tank missile is in a league of its own. Main battle tanks, light armored vehicles, fortified facilities, bunkers, fixed shelters, wall constructions, there are no ground-based targets this man-portable tank destroyer can engage, pierce through, and destroy. In today's video, we are going to discuss all the extraordinary details of the rocket-propelled anti-armor and multi-purpose German anti-tank RGW90 weapon system that can pierce 900mm, 35 inches of steel. We're also going to be sharing with you its backstory, history, development, and features. The RGW90 is a 90mm anti-armor, man-portable, multi-purpose weapon system developed by Dynamic Noble Defense, a subsidiary of Israeli Rafael. It was displayed in March 2016 during the FIDAE 2016 International Air and Space Fair in Santiago de Chile. RGW90 is the product of an analysis of experience acquired by the Department of Defense and Armed Forces of numerous nations while using Panzerfaust system and the light armburst weapon. The weapon was created through a collaborative effort between Dynamic Noble Defense, Rafael, and the Singapore Armed Forces. Modern armed forces require handheld weapon systems weighing less than 10 kilograms, combat ranges of more than 300 meters, a weapon length of no more than 1 meter, and a scalable effect. Scalability could be achieved with a manual setting mechanism that allows for a range of effects from minimal to maximum. This puts the soldier in a position to act and, if necessary, escalate in response to the scenario. As a result, the Singapore Armed Forces launched the Matador, also known as the Man-Portable Anti-Tank Anti-Door program, which defined criteria for a weapon system capable of attacking armor and reinforced structures. Singapore's Matador system became known as the RGW90. RGW stands for Recoilless Grenade Weapon, and 90 refers to the caliber of the weapon, which is 90mm. The Recoilless Grenade Weapon 90 series weapons from Dynamic Noble Defenses include multi-purpose warheads with adjustable effects. All recoilless RGW portable weapons can be fired from confined spaces. RGW90 systems have a low launch signature, low blast pressure, and minimal smoke output. The RGW line is further distinguished by its tightly integrated optical slights and flexibility of add-on targeting devices such as laser rangefinders, night vision systems, or fire control units. This simple and rapid upgrade capability improves the shooter's ability to make a successful first hit, especially at long ranges and in all-weather situations, regardless of day or night. The ergonomic balance of the RGW90 series is another crucial component in the likelihood of a successful initial hit. This has been tested and proven in the field for many years. Because these handheld weapons have the same operability and easy handling, the required training effort is minimized. The RGW90 Heat model can defeat combat vehicles with 500mm RHA. The RGW90 is a single-use weapon system that incorporates an optical sighting system, night vision system, laser rangefinder, and ballistic computer. The anti-tank weapon weighs around 10 kilograms and has a range of 10 to 400 meters. This capacity is made possible by a specially designed warhead. Setting the operation mode is pretty straightforward. An extendable fuse probe has been located on the projectile's top. When fully extended, the warhead functions as a shaped charge capable of penetrating more than 500mm of armored steel in the heat mode. The projectile is exploded in the HESH mode when the probe is inserted. On impact, it detonates, crushing, fragmenting, and striking the obstacle with a shock wave. The projectile in the HESH setting may pierce a ferroconcrete wall by roughly 250mm, leaving a hole of 50 centimeters in diameter. The weapon can also be used against light mobile targets like light armored tactical vehicles and unarmored vehicles in HESH mode. The weapon is used by more than 14 countries including Germany, Israel, and more recently Ukraine against Russia. Ever since its introduction, the RGW family has undergone a rapid expansion, including 60 and 110mm calibers. The weapon family has been expanded by adding variants with various warheads, including ones that use tandem or programmable designs. A single soldier can shoot the RGW90 recoilless grenade weapon system, which is easy to use. It has a recoil spring mechanism attached. When equipped with a heat warhead, the weapon's length is expanded to 1.15 meters in transport position. The infantry weapon system can be modified to provide enhanced performance against a variety of tactical threats at extended distances. The full specs of the RGW90 are as follows. It has a mass of 8.9 kilograms, a length of 1 meter, and the caliber is 90mm. The weapon system has a muzzle velocity of 250 meters per second and an effective firing range of 500 meters. Its feed system is disposable, and it features integral optical sights offering 1.5 times zoom, allowing the user to estimate target distance and adjust for movement. Heat or HESH multi-purpose warhead options allow a high rate of fire against a range of ground targets in tough combat scenarios. There are 2 charges in the warhead, a penetrating charge and a follow-through charge. The 2.5 kilogram heat warhead is equipped with a single-purpose shaped charge capable of defeating armored vehicles with 500mm RHA. The RGW90 family can be equipped with a fire control system to improve target acquisition accuracy and precision. The fire and control system, which weighs around 1 kilogram, includes an optical sighting system, night vision system, laser rangefinder, and ballistic computer. The sighting mechanism has a 3x magnification and an 8-degree field view. The laser rangefinder is used to figure out distances of targets over a range of 1 kilometer with an accuracy of ±1 meter. The anti-armor weapon system is intended to be a one-time use weapon that can operate in all weather conditions and in both day and night lighting. It has a low firing signature and produces very little smoke and explosion noise. Today, military missions need a portable multi-purpose handheld weapon system that can be deployed against structural targets rather than a single-purpose anti-tank weapon. The lightweight RG90HH was created with a changeable warhead in response to these military needs. The portable, disposable handheld weapon has a minimal launch signature and may be fired safely from confined spaces. Because of the superb sighting system and user-friendly ergonomics, it has a high hit probability. The RGW90HH requires no maintenance and can be equipped with a night vision device or a fire control system if necessary. The RGW90 has been advanced to multiple variants for special purposes. The first one is the RGW90MP. This variant is a multi-purpose weapon with a warhead capable of destroying a wide range of ground targets, including light armored vehicles, reinforced positions, and city walls. This is accomplished using a dual-mode fuse, which has been modified on the Matador MP, such now that it automatically distinguishes between hard and soft targets rather than forcing the operator to make the decision manually. A dedicated aiming device with a reflex sight and laser rangefinder is installed on the Picatinny rail to ensure a high hit probability. 2 RGW90WB, the RGW90WB, perforates any masonry building with an explosively formed ring warhead that can breach a man-sized hole in typical urban walls of 75 centimeters to 100 centimeters. Furthermore, the explosive charge's tremendous pressure eventually forces the chunk out of the wall. In contrast to the squash head effect, the building structure is not affected by cracks, and the chance of the building falling is greatly reduced. Several test firings have provided experimental verification of this effect against a range of wall constructions. It is even possible to remove the reinforcement in double reinforced concrete walls with a second shot. 3 RGW90AS-DND developed the compact RGW90 anti-structure weapon with an enhanced tandem warhead as a breaching device against the cover of bunkers, heavily protected positions, or urban structures. The RGW90AS is equipped with a 2-stage warhead that may be switched between 2 modes. The anti-emplacement mode provides an intensified blast effect to shatter the protective cover, defeat structures, and create mouse holes in urban walls, while the penetrating mouse holding mode defeats light armored vehicles. It is also possible to adapt night vision lenses or aiming devices. 4 RGW90 LRMP. The RGW90 LRMP is a light weapon with a programmable warhead fuse that is effective against a wide range of targets and has a range of 1,200 meters. The shoulder-launched weapon is highly effective against soft targets, light armored vehicles, field fortifications, and targets are hidden behind cover. The RGW90 LRMP meets all military tactical criteria of infantry units for a truly multi-purpose tactical weapon because of its multi-purpose warhead, ease of use, and lightweight. 5 RGW90HHT. The RGW90HH features a new variant with a tandem warhead, the RGW90HHT. Although it is a little heavier, its missile can pierce armor up to 500 millimeters thick, even with heavy ERA on top. When no ERA is used, the warhead can penetrate armor up to 700 millimeters thick. The weapon might be used against even the toughest armor, such as main battle tanks protected by ERA or other solutions against traditional heat warheads. The dual mode of operation, which we saw with the RGW90HH, is another aspect of this launcher. The launcher in question is capable of hitting targets of up to 500 or 700 meters away. A fire control system is required in the latter case, however. RGW90HHT development is in its final stages now, with the NATO qualification process already having been launched. The The RGW90 anti-tank weapon system entered service with the Slovenian Armed Forces in January 2008 and is also operational with the German Armed Forces. The British Army ordered the RGW90AS, which has been in service since March 2010. In January 2013, the Belgian Ministry of Defense announced its intentions to purchase 111 RGW90AS weapons with projectiles and sighting systems for the Belgian Army. The RGW90 is also in service with the Armed Forces of Singapore and Israel under the name Matador. In April 2022, the Ukrainian forces also received 1,000 anti-tank weapons, including RGW90s from Germany, which have been used to target and destroy several of Russia's T-72 and T-80 tanks. There are several Russian tanks lying in a destroyed state currently all over Ukraine as Putin's war in the country rages on. So, what do you think about the RGW90? Do you think it's overrated and there's better than it out there? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.